Pop the top, it's time for a new video to drop, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things WWE 2K20 did right. Now, right off the bat, I just want to go out there with a disclaimer and say that I do not think WWE 2K20 is a great game. I don't think it's a good game. I don't even think it's a semi-decent game. I think it is still a very, very bad game. However, I do think there are some positives that we can pull from WWE 2K20, and if they're implemented a little bit more correctly in the next game, WWE 2K22, we might see a better time with these said features. So just because the game was awful, let's not overlook some astounding features that were featured in WWE 2K20. But before we get to the top of 5 things WWE 2K20 did right, if you are new to the channel, go and hit that subscribe button today, because 1, it is absolutely free, 2, you can unsubscribe at any point in the future, and 3, we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And while you're down there, go and hit that like button as well. Can we hit 1,000 likes on this video in the first 24 hours of it being uploaded? I think we can. Now, one of my favorite features and the thing kicking off this list is actually the weapon wheel in WWE 2K20. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say, but dog, we had a weapon wheel in WWE 2K14 down. Yes, that is true, but we never had something quite like this in WWE 2K20, where you're able to edit every single slot that is in the weapon wheel, and you're able to change literally everything. If I wanted to go in here and go to miscellaneous, I can give tables for every single slot. I could have so many tables involved in a singles match. And you know what? Let's actually add a little bit more of an example, a little bit more of a personal example to this. In WWE 2K20 My Career Universe mode with Phoenix Nitro, of all 10 episodes that I actually did with that series, we saw Phoenix Nitro go one-on-one with Johnny Gargano in a chairs match. And the way I did that was I went to this weapon wheel, I went to the chairs, and I selected every single chair as the weapon. So the only weapon in the Extreme Rules match was a steel chair. Now, this is a feature that I feel like if they implement into WWE 2K22 going forward, this is going to be a thing that we talk about that we probably actually won't talk about that often because it's going to be such a little feature. However, it's something that can change the game for hardcore matches. And honestly, when you go in and look, they kind of had some options here. Let's be honest, they kind of had some options. You even had like a guitar right there. That's kind of crazy. Now, if you ask me, I would like to have seen more realistic weapons in this feature, in this mode. I would have liked to see things like a lead pipe. I would have liked to see things like maybe a crowbar. I would have liked to see more weapons like that. Hey, let's try to get a light tube in there. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but I'm saying if we could get more weapons involved, this weapon wheel concept could go through the moon. I mean, we did get a lot of variations of things like sledgehammers and stuff of that nature, but let's get a couple more crazy weapons in there. Can we get some thumbtacks maybe? I don't know, that's a whole different topic, but I do feel at the base, at the core, this weapon wheel feature was some of the best things to come out of WWE 2K20, because you could have so many variables and so many variations to a lot of different things. I believe this is the first time we were able to actually have, 6 ladders in a ladder match at one time being exposed. You could have 6 tables if you wanted to. In a tables match, you could customize how many tables and ladders you actually have. That's kind of crazy to me, but you know what? That's why this feature is on the top of the list. The next feature, we're actually going to have to go into WWE 2K20's Universe mode to find. We're going to go ahead and go into the match table option, and under the match table, you are now able in this game to add your custom matches. That's right, your custom matches to your match table. I've recently been playing a lot of WWE 2K19 lately here on PC, and I've come to find out that was not an option in WWE 2K19, and it kind of baffled me a little bit whenever I realized I could not throw in an ECW 3-way dance into my match table. And I realized WWE 2K20, it was its first year ever involved in the game, and this is a feature that I believe is going to really make Universe mode a lot more functional. And the only reason why this does not get talked about that much is because this did not get implemented at all perfectly, because let's be honest with ourselves here, if you go and put, say, a 3-way dance, or say for instance a Fight Club style match, the way I did that WWE 2K20 Fight Club video and had a match card, or match table, excuse me, with nothing but the Fight Club matches, your universe mode just did not book those custom matches. They continued to book whatever they wanted to, and that was broken. Match tables were completely broken in WWE 2K20. Do not get me wrong. However, the option of being able to implement your custom match types is something that I feel like going forward is going to change the game for universe mode. They did it right by putting in custom matches. I just wish WWE 2K20 would have done it right by having match tables work correctly in universe mode and not bug out all the time. But hey, you get what you get sometimes, and this is exactly what we got. And by the way, a little side note, I love the fact that you can do a custom match for rivalry 1-on-1s, and you actually can do it for rivalry 2-on-2s as well, in terms of picking what the rivalry matches will be, because I am very much of the mindset I don't want to see a ladder match on Monday Night Raw for a few 30,000 times. I don't want to see a cage match 38,000 times. I just want to see some singles matches, and I love the fact that you can do that in universe mode these days. It's a feature that was softly, I don't think that's the word I was looking for, but it's a feature that was very, very sorely lacked in universe mode, and once it got brought into the game in WWE 2K19, it completely changed the way universe mode was played, and I have never wanted to not have that feature in the game. All right, staying with WWE 2K20's universe mode, for the number 3 item on this list, it is that you can delete everything off of your universe mode card. That's right, you can go into universe mode, you can edit matches, and you can just hit delete on everything, and you can book your card from start to finish, promos and all. That is a big thing that has bugged me since I've gone back to WWE 2K19 universe mode, is that if there's a promo slot on the card, I can't delete it. I have to manually change who's in the promo slot, but the promo will still happen, and I absolutely hate that. I loved in WWE 2K20 that I was able to edit my card from start to finish. Now, y'all know the booker man can book what y'all booker can't, and I love that I could book a universe mode card out from start to finish. That is something that I cannot wait to see in more universe modes going forward. Fingers crossed we still have universe mode in the next game, but nevertheless, if we do, I hope to see this feature still in the game, because removing matches is something that is such a little thing, but it's one of those quality of life features that completely, and I mean completely, changes the way that you play the game, because I know universe mode can get wild, universe mode can get wacky, universe mode can go absolutely insane sometimes and book crazy matches. Like, let's be honest here, who wants to see Robert Roode face Sami Zayn and The Miz? Not I, but if you do, that's okay. However, I personally wouldn't want to see it, so being able to delete the entire card and then rebooking the card from match 1 all the way to the main event of the evening with show promos in between, that's something that is going to change universe mode, and it did in 2K20 and it will in the future, but it started in WWE 2K20, so that's one positive we can give to this game. The next item on this list is actually online lobbies. Now, I'm not really a guy that gets on here and plays online on WWE 2K20 that often, if at all. I could probably count on one hand how many matches online I have had. However, I will say this, online lobbies being back in the game, because this is the first time in the first game it's been back in since WWE 2K14, it absolutely made online matches better in my opinion. I think that this completely helped the online situation, because before you would just load into a random match, you had no idea who you were going to face, you had no idea what the restrictions were, you had no idea of anything that you were doing, no arenas, no any of that. But now you can clearly see there's labels for everything of what is going to happen, who you're going to face, who's in this match, who's in that match. As a matter of fact, Hungry29 I Fly is currently hosting an Elimination Chamber match. You join in and boom, you're right there involved in the lobby, in the match of whatever is going down in the certain lobby that you join. Now, if you continue to have online lobbies, I have fingers crossed, I have absolute fingers crossed that cross-play becomes a thing. If cross-play makes its way to the next W2K game for community creations as well as online play, that would be absolutely outstanding, and that is something that definitely I feel needs to come to the games. However, online lobbies, as it is, definitely help WWE 2K20 out a little bit. We're moving in this right direction with this number. And as I said at the top of the video, this video is not me saying 2K20 is a great game. I've been stuck on this menu for about 3 to 4 minutes now. I'm not joking you. So please, once again, 2K20 ain't really worth the dime, but let's be honest here. We still got some positives. We got one more to go. Before I reveal the last number on this top 5 list, I want you to comment down below if you're still watching this video right now and give me your top 5 positives from WWE 2K20 that you have. Yes, I know. Trust me, I know. WWE 2K20 was not the greatest wrestling game. It was one of the worst, honestly. But what is your top 5 features or improvements or anything of that nature that 2K20 featured? Now, y'all have seen my top 4. Let's go ahead and jump in to the number 5 on this list. The last number on this list is being able to grab weapons inside of the Hell in a Cell match. It was a feature that I have asked for years, and finally being able to grab weapons inside of the Hell in a Cell, such as tables, ladders, chairs, oh my, is an absolute dope feature to me. Now, I don't believe we were actually able to grab ladders. I believe that was one of the limitations in the Hell in a Cell, but you were still able to use that weapon wheel that we talked about earlier, and you were able to combine it in the Hell in a Cell match to give you as many weapons as your heart desired, as long as it fit in the 6 slots, obviously. Now, I'm gonna be real though, there are a couple things that I wish would get improved with this a little bit. I'd love to be able to take these weapons outside of the Hell in a Cell. I'd love to take these weapons on the outside. I'd love to take them up the cell too, like if I had a baseball bat or maybe like a 2x4. I'd love to be able to go up to the top of the cell with it, like my name's Cactus Jack. Shout out to Cactus, and yes, I do mean Jack. But at the end of the day, it was still dope regardless, being able to finally do things like this. Have Phoenix Nitro put Bobby Lashley, Freak Bobby if you nasty, on a table, go to the top rope in the Hell in a Cell, dive off, and put him through that table inside of the Devil's favorite structure. Now, I'll be honest, was it perfect? Absolutely not. However, for what it was, the first year we've actually gotten a weapon wheel inside of the Hell in a Cell, it's something that I feel like was definitely needed. I do wish we were able to use the weapons on the outside of the Hell in a Cell as well. I wish we weren't just limited to inside the ring, but you take what you can get with 2K20, man. And that is my top 5 things WWE 2K20 did right. Do you agree with my list? Let me know down in the comments section below. But nevertheless, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this one. If you are new, as I said at the top of the video, go and hit that subscribe button today, because 1, is absolutely free, 2, don't subscribe at any point in the future, and 3, we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. But as always and forever, take it easy though, guys. Peace.